Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon, and welcome to a very special one. Praying for the country as we go into the most beautiful and the last day of the year. As we are all. Yes, yes, yes. Well, you're gonna have to bear with me. It looks like my network way I've decided to use is not that very, very strong. But once again, just to wrap it up as quickly as possible, as we're all heading to the last day of the year, 31st of December 2017, I know everyone is getting prepared to start heading to all their religious places, which we know we are one of the best in the country, in the world. But the most important point of prayer alone this year, end of this year, 31st of December, is to remember the country. The country, as much as we know there's a lot of things that is not right, but the most important thing is I'm sure a lot of us are grateful that we've been alive. A lot has happened all over the world from the 1st of January up to now. So first, let's thank our Creator that has spared that life, and also that has given us the opportunity to witness a lot of things that has shaped us, that have given us a lot of thinking. Sometimes when you play back, you realize that so much has taken place. Especially for those of us that have been following things happening from our lovely dear country. And what I can say is for the last 2 months that I've been in the country myself, it's been a very great opportunity to be home, on the 31st of December, and also to be with my family as well. But the most important thing is as I've been moving around, I've been trying to carry you along as well. And I would like to say a massive big thank you, a big thank you to every one of you there that have been very supportive, that have been giving advice, that have sent us, all kind of advice to be able to do better. And we promise that come 2018, both in United Kingdom and in Nigeria, we will bring the best out of those two countries. We will showcase you the best within the Nigerian community living in UK. From Scotland, we hope to be more in the Scottish side this 2018, and also those in the Midland that have not been showcased properly. It seems everybody tend to focus only on in London, but we will make sure that as we're coming into 2018, we will do all our possible best to bring you, the crews and corners of United Kingdom. We should also be in Dublin to bring you the best as well, because we're doing so much well, in United Kingdom, and we also like to tell a lot of us that come next year, UK will be officially out of EU, and this will be a great opportunity as well for those of us that are now thinking of what more can we do. How can we engage, our expertise, what we've done, what we know, what we learn. We've had so much experience living outside the country. It is high time as well that we need to put in these in practice. You will be surprised that whatever you're doing now, maybe it's not the right sector for you, but maybe you start thinking of a bigger horizon in terms of your own country, to try as much as possible, no matter how little, do your own little bit. As you can see, I was in Oshodi yesterday. It's amazing, with all the troubles, with all the calamity in the country. While I was in Oshodi, I spent over 2 hours, there before I was able to broadcast live. Just looking at, the whole area, very extremely busy, extremely busy. People trying to trade, people trying to do their businesses, people also, asking maybe for one help or the other. But what I saw yesterday there shows a huge community in Oshodi where they were having the end of the year party. And if you have not watched that video, all I can say is There's one particular guy there that was dancing, and maybe you'll probably be able to know or pick up who that person is. I was dancing myself, within the midst of all these traders, and they were all happy. Yes, we might think, looking at it from a different view, that with the condition of what they are going through in the country, but with all that, I saw happiness, and maybe that's the reason why we've been chosen as one of the most happiest, and I still believe we are people in the planet, because we are going through a lot in this country, but I can tell you, people are still happy. We've watched a lot of videos, we've seen a lot of pictures, we've seen the power of social media. There was a young particular man that was posted on Facebook just a couple of days ago that got lost or missing somewhere in Isolo area, Isolo Way. I could tell you now that this young man has been picked up by his community. He's from Ogidi, somewhere in Anambra State. That tells you that the power of social media is very powerful. It brings, whatever you might look at it, whether it's the bad, the ugly, the good. But the most important thing is, as we're all going into 2018, let us try to add more value, connect with the right people, engage with the right people as well, and also put in an extra effort to make sure this country doesn't go down. That is my message this particular, last working, not a working day, or maybe a working day, because if you go to Osho, the people are still there trading. But the most important thing is, as we're all heading into that 2018, when that 12 o'clock midnight comes in, as you're praying for yourself, your family, your loved ones, remember your neighbor. But one thing is, make sure you remember to pray for your country. Every citizen of this country, whether you're living here or you're living outside the country, it is very, very important that we put Nigeria as one of our one. We are one. Whether people have tried to break us, using all kind of techniques. We know the politicians are doing that. Come 2018 now, everybody will become one. We've started seeing videos of politicians selling orange. Solicitation will start going into the market. But the most important thing is, we will continue to be one. Let us make sure our point of prayer is, as we are going into 2018, may Almighty, the Creator, make those leaders, do the right thing. Look at Oshodi Market yesterday. You know what? You don't know what it feels like. My joy was so high. Looking at the whole, community there. They were dressed in different. Those that picked Ankara, there were those that were wearing some like T-shirt. Just name it. Different music band. I wanted to bring as much, live coverage. But what I was trying to do again was trying to speak to them. See, and to be honest, what they were telling me is, yes, there's problem in this country, but that doesn't stop them from trading. That doesn't stop them from sending their children to school. We keep thinking it's only politicians that send their children to school abroad. I can tell you, while I was there yesterday, there are a lot of these traders that have their children schooling in UK, private schools. My head was like, wow. And we are thinking, it's not possible. That shows you that, hard work pays. Yes, we know there are things that are not done properly, but these are traders that have been there. Some are getting to their, their shops at about 5 in the morning, 4:30, getting ready for the day. But they're telling me, I want to learn on school abroad, I was like, what? And I'm thinking, but they're just normal traders. That tells us, yes, they might just be a normal market trader to you and me, but they also have children that they're also sending to school, and they're changing the money. They keep telling me, the exchange rate is very high, and we have to send school fees and accommodation fees to our children. And I was thinking maybe they would tell me, the children schooling outside, Lagos, and they're like, no, school, and they were even giving me the location of where all these, some of them are schooling, as far as most of them outside London as well. And I'm thinking, wow. So when you see a lot of us in the universities, always remember that some of those children there are from the traders from Oshodi Market. And you'll be surprised that this is a country where we can do more. So my advice to everybody is, let's add more value to whatever we are doing. Thank you very much, Prince Will Omoba. Prince, just a little help. They were in Abuja at the IDP camp just a couple of months, yes, I think about last month, giving back again. And we know that a lot of diaspora are giving back, but we want you to do more. We need to set up more libraries. We need to set up more, healthcare center. We need to put more, in terms of those rural areas. They still have a lot of places where there's no, good water system. Let us put hands together. Farming is big thing. You'll be surprised what can come out of each state. Each time I go out, I see a big bunch of oranges, coming in big, massive trucks into Lagos. And you think, when can we convert this orange into a proper orange juice? We need those people with all these, PhD, whatever you have, whatever your background is. Don't sit down on the other side alone and watching us alone. We want you to get involved as well come 2018. Getting involved, yes, people might think, well, it's not the kind of system I want to be. There's no 24 hours electricity. Yes. So my message is, pray for Nigeria 2018. Happy New Year in advance to everybody. It's one big love from me, Olayomi Koiki. I can assure you, from my own side, we're doubling it up come 2018. UK, Nigeria, Africa. One love. Thank you very much, Oluwaseun Agbesanwa, and we hope